Hey guys, it's CWillyHD here, and welcome back to Game Breakers. This time we'll be taking a look at some glitches in Minecraft. I'm currently playing on the Switch version, which is 1.11.4 of the Bedrock Edition, so I'd imagine these would work on other platforms too. Everything from duplicating items, getting the regular sky in the end, massive floating items, and more. So let's not waste any more time and get into them. Up first is probably the most useful glitch and allows you to duplicate items. All you need for this is a sticky piston, a chest, and a button. Place the chest on top of the piston like this and the button here. Once it looks like this, you're ready to roll. Grab whatever item you want to duplicate and place it in the top left corner of the chest. Press the button to activate the piston and then open the chest. Press any direction on the D-pad to hover over the item, and then right as the piston's about to drop back down, quick move the item to your inventory. If done correctly, that item will now be in the chest and in your inventory, successfully duplicating the item. You do have to be pretty quick and the timing is very precise, so here's the glitch again in real time. You can repeat this process as many times as you like and with any item. For example, equipment like a pickaxe, armor like a elytra, and probably the best, Shulker box. You can place a whole bunch of items in one and then dupe it to double everything, along with the Shulker box. Like I said before, you have to get the timing of quick moving the item perfectly. You only have a few frames to get it. If you press it too early, the item will just end up in your inventory, and if you do it too late, the chest will close. The reason this happens is because when the piston moves the chest back down, it kicks you out. But if you quick move the item as it's closing, it transfers the item to your inventory. But it isn't able to remove the one from the chest, so it duplicates as a result. I've used this glitch a lot to dupe stacks of blocks and items all while in survival mode, so definitely give this one a shot. On the topic of Shulker boxes, there's a glitch you can do with them alone. When opening one, the top part twists upwards. If you stand on one, you can rise up with it. If you stand like this with a block above your head, you'll get pushed down into the Shulker box. I cranked up my sensitivity so I was able to clip inside, close the box, and then place a block above my head again, successfully pushing myself into the ground. We can take this a step further though. Place a Shulker box and then destroy the blocks below it. Open it with a block above you again and you'll get pushed down through the floor. You could use this to make an entrance to a secret room or something. I took this even further and lined up a bunch of Shulker boxes with 2 blocks in between each to do the glitch over and over again. So this could be used to make an elevator system to access different levels, but you can only really use it as a way to go down floors. But it is a neat glitch that can be used to hide secret rooms. Next up is a glitch that allows you to swim through walls. You can do this naturally in the world if the conditions are right, but if you want to build one to use, follow what I'm doing on screen. You basically just need a 1 block gap in the wall, with a solid wall behind it. Place water above it and then swim towards the hole. Hold jump so when you start suffocating you pop back through the wall and hop out. And there you go, you've clipped through the wall. It's important that the block you're swimming towards doesn't have any water, as that's what causes you to stand up. If there were to be water in it, you'd just be stuck swimming. I haven't been able to find a consistent structure that forces this glitch to work 100% of the time, as I do end up suffocating in the wall sometimes when swimming through. It's still a cool glitch when it does work though. This is just a small little bug I noticed when interacting with double chests. If you aim right in the middle of one, you can't actually use it. I'm trying to open it here, but it's currently selecting the block behind it. I guess it has something to do with the collision of the chest, as they're slightly smaller than normal blocks like you can see here with this single chest. So when combining them, that little gap is still there. It's not anything too crazy, but something I came across when playing. Next up allows you to force the end to have a regular overworld skybox. You have to do this in creative mode as you'll be making end portals. So right as you spawn into a new world, begin making a portal. Once activated, head into the end and do the same thing. Make another portal right when you land in. I noticed that propping up the portal 1 extra block seems to give you a higher success rate. After building this portal, jump in. And you should see the loading background switch from the dirt back to the end stone almost immediately. Now that the end is loaded again, have a look around. The overworld skybox is now here in the end and it looks pretty cool. I don't know, there's just something about it that seems so interesting to me. And the sky functions like normal too. You can hang around and watch the sunset until night falls. I didn't think nighttime would look too crazy as it's normally dark in here anyway, but surprisingly it is. You still have the clouds, the stars, and it's even darker than normal. This glitch sadly only lasts until you leave the end, so if you want to do this every time you visit, you'll have to keep doing this whole process. So this glitch got me so confused and has to do with armor stands and invisibility. Shout out to the Silent Whisperer for this one. All you gotta do is place down an armor stand, throw some equipment on it like a sword or a shield, and then type this command in. It's pretty long and typing it on the Switch was an even bigger pain. Anyways, after making the armor stand invisible, you'll notice that whatever object it was holding is now floating and following you around. It's kinda creepy and stays like this until the invisibility wears off and snaps back to the stand. You can take this glitch a step further by placing down more armor stands. The item will begin teleporting around to different ones in random times. Some even started holding an armor stand themselves. Going back to before, I had multiple stands holding different items, then activated the command to get a mosh of stuff. Placing down another stand also caused it to be holding this mega weapon. Instead of using a command, I tried just using a splash potion, which had similar effects like the teleporting sword. The sword technically doesn't belong to the stand that it teleports to, so you're able to place a second item on it. Sticking with the last glitch, there's a crazy effect we can achieve with this. Thanks again to the Silent Whisperer. Place down a few armor stands and have them hold various objects. Use the same command, but I'd recommend you make the time a little longer for reasons you'll see in a second. Once the stands are invisible, save and quit the game, reload the world, and when you're back in, you'll immediately notice some things are a little off. Those objects they were holding are now completely massive and hovering over your head. So as you can see, I have a giant stone cutter, diamond, shield, and totem of undying. You can walk around with them like this, but make sure you look in the direction of the armor stands or they will be unloaded. This crazy effect will last until the time you set is up and they'll snap back to normal. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. I'm sure there are plenty more glitches in Minecraft, so I'd want to make a part 2 of this in the near future. If you guys have any suggestions or glitches you know of, leave them in the comments below. I'll definitely check them out. But for now, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, see ya!